Hello, my name is George Timmock, and I teach at the Kansas City Art Institute in the ceramics department. I've been here for a fair amount of years, and most recently, though, I would say within the last 4 years, we've started this kiln form glass class. Kiln form glass is unlike hot glass in that everything goes into a kiln cold, and it is slumped, melted, cast in that format. And then a big part of kiln form glass is the cold working. So what do we have now? We have the kiln form glass class that offers 10 stations for students as an elective. The whole premise of the program is to establish a fundamentals in kiln form glass. Now, this sounds simple, but it's very complex. And so the students really have to have an understanding of material, and that's why I'm there essentially. But you can't sort of survive on that in the arts. You have to sort of have a passion and sort of an intellectual curiosity to take your ideas and use the technique and the process that I'm going to introduce and make some visual sense out of it.
This was a mosaic that was fired to 1425 and slumped into a mold so that it is a plate now. This is a leopard face over here, and the background there's some flowers, and these are peacock feathers for which I used stringers to make the lines.
I enjoy students from all areas. This is not just about ceramics. Occasionally we will have more than the ceramic students.
I'm making a glass mosaic, so I designed this plate for my two friends who are getting married. First, I laid the design down and filled in the main part of it. And then I did a bunch of samples to figure out what I wanted to do for the background. So I just broke a piece of glass, and now I'm relaying it in to fit in with the design.
Different ideas and different points of view are healthy in terms of discussing and seeing what they do with their work. This past session, winter session, 2009, we've had really some interesting things happen where students are sort of discovering things, and I'm all for them to take it and run with it. I just think it's exciting for me to see it. It's exciting for the students, and I certainly don't want to put a kibosh on their creativity.
This powdery stuff right here is frit, and it's just powdered glass, and I'm using it on my plate as grout for color. You just kind of put it in a sifter and then sift it onto the plate and then brush it off, and it goes into the cracks. It'll be black. But we have a whole bunch of colors of frit.
Clay can be used with glass or in conjunction with glass. And it's happened, since the time of Egyptians. They figured out ways. But it's very complex. That's our hope and our goal, that this program, which services the whole community, could also serve in a very specific way within our ceramics department.